Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with your Gotham Season 3 Episode 10 review. I really like this episode a lot. This episode was very different from watching basically the other seasons because it started to get to build up more towards the Court of Owls, which we saw in the beginning of the season that the Court of Owls will be a big part of the season. Now, like I said, if you don't know who the Court of Owls are basically a group of family members of Gotham who basically ran Gotham from the end of time, who basically work in the shadows doing whatever they want. Criminal stuff, good things that they think is good for the city, but basically they are bad. And when Bruce Wayne first meets them, they told him straight up, listen, we exist, but stay out of our way. Don't get involved in looking for who killed your parents and whatever. Otherwise, we'll come after you. And he backed off until the adult version of Poison Ivy kind of got into a little trouble with them when she stole a necklace that actually had a key inside of it. And now the Court of Owls is looking for that key because apparently there's some kind of weapon that they want to keep protecting that could endanger them and expose them to, the surface, because they live on the ground and they just don't want nobody to know that it actually exists. So while all this is happening, you have Lee Tompkins and her fiance, who's being targeted by somebody who wants to kill him. And now people think it's the mob because his father's Carmon, so he's a very powerful dude. You want to take him out. Then you find out at the end of it is basically the Court of Owls sending him a message. Apparently because he was a part of them. And, other things are starting to go down in Gotham now. So while Bruce is trying to figure out what's going on with the Court of Owls, he's starting to come up with a plan to basically take them down in his own way. Because he's got the key, and now he can use it as his own kind of way of getting, hey, I'll get what I want, you get what you want, kind of thing, Maybe he'll use it like, hey, listen, you want the key? Fine, tell me why you killed my parents, or who killed my parents, and why do you know? Who knows? I'm just taking a guess here of what's gonna happen, but that's basically it. And then also you had, Riddler or Enigma. He kidnaps Butch and Tabitha, and he basically tortures them to a point where Tabitha loses her hand because he thinks that Butch was the one who killed Isabella and cut her brakes off the car where she crashed into a train. And then while that's all happening, you have Barbara King coming back and basically looking for Tabitha, going crazy, being hot as ever, and basically trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Then she finds out that Penguin has a dirty little secret that she's going to use to her advantage. She finds out that Penguin's actually in love with Enigma. So she decides to use it as her own personal game for next week's episode. I don't know what's going to happen right there, but like I said, this is a very cool episode. What I like about it was the fact that we got to see more of the Court of Owls and, started to figure out the pieces to this old school type of villainy. Because even though, the Court of Owls are old, they're so, well established in Gotham that not even Batman knew about it, In one of the comic books, Batman didn't even knew that they exist. Now, and obviously in this, he's probably going to grow up and know about them, but probably won't do anything because they're going to be so secretive, they're going to be hiding in the shadows, So that's what I like about that. Another moment I like seeing Enigma go being bad as he used to be, because honestly when he turns evil, he's kind of crazy. And, obviously he is a genius. He makes riddles, he does torture devices, just to get what he wants. And when he finds out that Isabella wasn't killed by Butch, he decides to just let them go. Now that's kind of one of my negatives. He's just like, okay, yeah, I get why he was doing it, but come on, man, you had the guy tied up to a chair, and then Barbara comes in, and then you find out that he didn't kill your girl, and he just says oh, sorry, but he doesn't really say it, just sees in his face sorry, and he just leaves. So I find out very strange as a negative, but what can you do? I still like Enigma. He's such a great actor, the guy who plays him, so I enjoyed that very much. The whole Leslie Tompkins and Bruce thing, I'm starting to feel like they're gonna get back together soon. So it's starting to, really show. I mean, not really there as much because honestly, I feel like they are a couple and they should be together, or they shouldn't. I don't know. I don't feel like Jim needs a girlfriend right now. I feel like he should just be left alone because every time he gets involved with somebody, they end up getting hurt. He tried to with Barbara, failed. He tried to with Vicky, failed, or Valerie, sorry, and obviously with Lee, failed. And I just don't think he should be with somebody. I think he should just be himself, and because he's more stronger that way. But that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, that's another negative for there. And yeah, I still think this is a solid episode. I'm gonna give this episode 7% out of 7.5% out of 10. I really like this episode. Like I said, it's starting to really build up the Court of Owls, and I can't wait to see them. They got some sick guys who can do some sick moves in this episode, and it's really cool. There's one other moment I forgot about, where there was a moment where Bruce meets this other guy who he finds out was working with the Court of Owls, but then he decides to go on have his own little club and to go after the Court of Owls. So him and Bruce were gonna team up and try to take out the Court of Owls, and he gets jumped and he gets killed. Yeah, so that was kind of cool because the Court of Owls, they are pretty ruthless. They will do whatever they can to keep their secret intact. So yeah, they've been keeping their secret that long. Might as well not break tradition. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about Gotham if you've seen it, and stay tuned for tonight's Flash episode because it's gonna be very sad, creepy. Yeah, it's gonna be Killer Frost. So who knows what's gonna happen there. Stay tuned and thank you and have a good day.